Do you want to build a strong eFootball team, but you don't have the coins to buy all of the new epics? Then this video is for you. As someone requested on my last video, today I'll be doing a list of the best standard players to sign, which means the best players you can sign for GP. I will split this video into two parts. In the first one I'll be talking about players that cost 50,000 GP or less, and in the second one I will set no cap to the price of the player. So if you have a rather small budget, I would sign players from the first list, and if you don't care about the price of the player, you can also sign players from the second list. Let's begin with the CB position. Here I picked a player some of you might actually know, it's Stefan Posch. Now, although this guy's main position is right back, I would actually play him at center back, as he has great height and great defensive stance. So right here we can see his card upgraded to use on the CB position. As you can see, he has really good defense, good height with jumping, physical contact, and what is really great is he also has really decent speed and acceleration for a CB. Most CBs don't have even close to 80 speed or 75 acceleration. Here you can see how I upgraded him, and on the right you can see his skills. When picking these players, I really made sure that all of them have the required skills. So as you can see, for a CB he has all the skills you would ever want. He has man marking, interception, aerial superiority, heading and blocker. Up next we have another CB, which is Otavio. This guy I picked as he is a bit of a different type of CB as Posch. He is a bit smaller and he of course has the destroyer playstyle. He got the physical contact, great defensive stats, and once again he has great speed and acceleration for a CB. Here you can see his progression and his skills, which are once again excellent. He has heading, man marking, interception and blocker. And for the last option at CB, I don't really count this guy as this is more of a fun variant to use. This guy doesn't have the most incredible stats. As you can see, he really struggles when it comes to speed and acceleration, not the best stats there. He has crazy physical contact for a base card, and his defensive stats aren't even that great. So you would probably ask me, hey, what's even the point of using this guy? And I would point you to his height. So this guy is actually 206 centimeters high. This makes him a really interesting choice if you struggle against crossing players. This guy is really good when it comes to scoring from corners and obviously defending crosses. And here you can see that his jump height is actually 285, which is way beyond any jump height of the normal players. Next I will look at the fullbacks and more specifically at defensive fullbacks. So after looking at the defensive fullbacks, I will also show you a pair of offensive fullbacks that I like. Here we can see Ryerson, which has great speed and acceleration. He has balance, physical contact and really great stamina, which is always good for a defensive fullback. As you can see, for a fullback, incredible defense. And you could even argue to play him at CB, but then again, his physical contact jump is not quite enough to play him at CB, but I would most definitely play him as a defensive fullback. Here you can see how I upgraded him, and on the right you can see his skills. So he once again has all of the required skills. You could even play him at CB. Man marking, interception, fighting spirit, blocker, and even sliding tackle. And here is who I picked as a defensive fullback on the left. This guy has great speed, decent acceleration, great stamina. Once again, a bit of physical contact, a bit of balance, great defensive stats. But this guy, you could argue, is a bit worse than the option I picked on the right. Here's how I upgraded him, and you can see he does have all the skills required. And this is actually the most important thing, as you won't have to spend any skill tokens to add him any new skills. Now let's look at offensive fullbacks. So here we have Nelson Semedo, who is still great even since he has left Barcelona. He has great speed, acceleration, not the best physical contact unfortunately, but he has good balance, stamina, a bit of defense, dribbling, and even a bit of passing. So this guy would do a good job in defending and even attacking. The most important thing here are his skills, As you can see, he has both double touch and martial turn, and he has also pinpoint crossing, which is the most important skill when it comes to offensive fullbacks, as you would almost always want them to cross. On the left I picked this guy, Marcelo Saracchi, and he has really similar stats. He has a bit of balance, not the best physical contact, great speed and acceleration, his defense is decent, he has a bit of dribbling, and he has decent enough passing. And as you can see, he once again has the two most important skills, which is double touch and pinpoint crossing. For the DMF position, I looked for a player who is Anchor Man and great defensive stance. So here we have this guy who has decent speed, acceleration, physical contact, and stamina. So he is able to intercept the ball and even start attacks. The most important thing here are again his skills, which as you can see he has one touch passing, through passing, and interception, as well as sliding tackle. And if he ever decides to run on the wing, he could also cross with him. Here I picked a player as a CMF Box-to-Box. As you can see, he has decent speed and acceleration, a bit of defense, which is really nice as a box-to-box player. He has balance, dribbling, low passing, and even a bit of lofted pass. Here you can see how I upgraded him, and on the right you can see he also has really great skills. So he has double touch and interception, man marking, through passing. So he has a great balance of both offensive skills and defensive skills, which is perfect for a box-to-box. Up next we have Justin Kluivert, who you could use as a hole player AMF, you could use him as an SS, and maybe you could even use him on the wing. Great speed and acceleration, great kicking power, balance, not the best stamina unfortunately, great dribbling, passing, but unfortunately where he does fall short is his finishing. I still think though as an AMF he does a really great job, especially when we look at his skills, as he has both double touch and flip-flop. You can see he has a lot of skills, so scotch move, cut behind and turn, long range drive, long range shooting. So his skills might actually help him with his shooting, as he has both long range drive and long range shooting. And of course he also has pinpoint crossing, which is great as an AMF hole player. He will make runs on the wing and cross. Up next we have a similar player, which is a hole player, Rafa Silva. You can play him as an AMF, you can play him as an SS, and you can play him on the wing if you want to. So he has great speed, great balance, not the best stamina, amazing dribbling, tight possession and ball control. For a base card this is really good. Decent enough passing and decent finishing. So this guy is really nice, as he has a really nice model. You can see he is really small and has low weight. I would not use this guy as an AMF, as I would prefer an AMF to have better passing, like for example Justin Kluivert. But this guy I would use at striker on, or even as an SS. Here you can see he has amazing skills. He has double touch, martial turn, cut behind and turn. Up next we have another versatile player who is once again similar to the last two. You can play this guy as an AMF, you can play him on the wing, you can play him as an SS. He has great dribbling, great speed and acceleration, decent balance. Unfortunately where he fails is his passing. So this guy just does seem like a bit worse of a Rafa Silva. But remember, I didn't say this, but Rafa Silva is actually a bit more expensive than 50,000. He is 55. As you can see, he also has great skills, double touch, first time shot, drag back, great super sub, especially when you don't have stamina. Next, I picked a traditional winger who has great speed, acceleration, balance, great dribbling, and finishing. As you can see, he has great skills, as he has double touch, flip flap and martial turn. As another option for the wing, I picked a player, although his position says AMF, you could very much use this guy on the wing or as an SS. You can see he has great speed, acceleration, balance, and even decent stamina, as well as finishing, passing, really everything you would want in a winger. He exceeds in both passing and shooting, as he has long range shooting, double touch, cut behind and turn, one touch pass, full passing, So a amazing all-round player when it comes to attacking. Now let's look at the strikers. As the first one I picked Mukoko. When picking strikers I kinda tried to pick smaller, nimble strikers, so I went more for the body type of Kylian Mbappe. This guy has crazy speed and acceleration for a base card, really good stats. He even has great jumping, so you might score some headers with him, great kicking power, great balance, and what is really important, he even has decent physical contact. Unfortunately, you can see that he is not too great when it comes to ball control, dribbling and tight possession. Here is how I upgraded him, and on the right you can see his skills. In his arsenal he has great skills such as double touch, rising shots and even first time shot. And as the other striker I picked more of a all-round striker who is great at everything. He is a bit slower than Mukoko, but he does also have better dribbling, ball control and passing. Here is his progression, and on the right you can see he has double touch, scissors feint, knuckle shot, rising shot. Once again, great skills when it comes to shooting, and what is really important, he even has great passing, as he has both through passing and pinpoint crossing. Now let's look at some players that cost more than 50,000 GP. Keep in mind that I will now only show those players that have a significant advantage over the cheaper players. So I won't show as many, as I believe, for example, a more cheaper player such as Rafa Silva is actually the best option you have. Let's begin with CB, and here I have William Saliba. This is a great player. He has speed, acceleration, physical contact, amazing defensive stats. Unfortunately, where he is a bit weak is headers, but what does save him is his height, as he has great height, but not the best jumping. He has great skills, everything that you would want a CB to have, and I did upgrade him by default. As you just saw, Saliba was the build-up CB, and I picked another destroyer CB, which is Ronald Araujo. This guy is a bit smaller, but he does have great jumping and heading, which does save him. He has great defense, decent physical contact and great speed and acceleration. Once again I upgraded him by default as he has great stats right away. Up next, when it comes to the DMF position, here's where I would spend a bit more GP if you don't have a player here. He has amazing defensive stats, better stats than some CBs honestly. He doesn't have the best speed and acceleration, but that is probably fine. He has great jumping and physical contact as well as stamina. And once again he has great passing to start attacks. Here is how I upgraded him, and on the right you can see he has great skills for a DMF. And for the next one we have N'Golo Kante. So this guy, although his position says DMF, I would play him as a box-to-box CMF. And honestly, just look at him. I don't even have to say anything. His defensive stats are better than those that most CBs have. And when it comes to speed and acceleration, stamina, balance, low pass, lofted pass, and even a bit of dribbling, ball control and tight possession, he has it all. This is honestly one of the best standout player cards. If you'd ask me, I would say this is the best card you can sign. And as you can see, as a CMF box-to-box, he really has everything a midfielder, a defensive midfielder and a center back would have, as he has double touch, through passing, he has interception, really everything you would want a player to have. When it comes to wingers, I think Nico Williams is one of the best wingers we have in eFootball, as this guy has incredible speed and acceleration on all of his cards. He has balance, stamina, dribbling, ball control and tight possession. And the thing that is really nice, he always has decent enough passing and finishing. So you could both shoot, cross and run with him. As you can see here, he is really nice when it comes to dribbling, but he can also cross and even shoot, as he has pinpoint crossing, long range drive, double touch, master turn. Really nice skills. As a similar option, I picked Ousmane Dembele, who is also great at dribbling, ball control, speed, acceleration, balance. He is a bit worse when it comes to passing and finishing. As you can see, once again, he has great skills when it comes to dribbling, shooting and passing. Nice option to play on the wing. The striker and the last pick, is very obvious. If you don't have a special card of this player, you should most definitely sign Kylian Mbappe. This guy is times better than the cheaper option you can sign. So if you can, you should definitely spend the money. He's definitely worth it. Sign Kylian Mbappe. Here are his skills. Once again, as amazing as his stats are. He has double touch, first time shot, gamesmanship, and even captaincy. That was it for this video, guys. Thank you if you watched till the end. As a side note, I must remind you, I really focused on the part with the cheaper players. If you have a lot of money, a lot of GP, you can really buy any high rated player and he will be good. But sometimes the cheaper options are even better, considering they are much cheaper and they still have decent stats. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and watch my last video if you haven't. Bye.